We're gonna be getting these devlogs out every week or two. We're gonna be getting these devlogs out every week or two. We're gonna be getting these devlogs out every week or two. Every week or two.
Oops. It's okay though. I have a dog. Give me likes. Give me likes. Give me likes. Give me likes, guys. Give me likes. Give me likes. Give me likes. Give me likes. All right, you've done your job, girl. Bye bye. I am making a game called Niko and the Cubic Curse. What is Niko and the Cubic Curse? Oh, it's just this little 2D action platformer that I'm making. It's about saving the world from humans being turned into geometric shapes. It's coming out on Steam later this year. You should probably go wishlist it. Today, I do have a lot of really cool stuff to show you, including that awesome sandworm in the thumbnail. Haha, worm go. But wait, you guys might be asking, Denova, you promised to get this video out within a couple of weeks. What happened? So, I started working just as normally, just building more levels, continuing World 2 as I expected, but then my stupid little brain said, wouldn't it be a great idea if I tried adding multiplayer into this game? Isn't that just such a great idea? Isn't that just a great... So let's start from the beginning. I was working one day, just continuing my progress on World 2, and I came across a tutorial from Blackthorn Prod about online multiplayer. My brain said yes, and I bought the course. I followed his tutorial and I made this small nail test project with basic squares. I had my friends test it out and it actually worked out pretty well in general. So I decided, okay, let me add this into Niko. Didn't go so well. I would like to emphasize though, the issue isn't with the tutorial itself. Actually, Blackthorn Prod's tutorials have been a huge thing that's helped me with the development of this project. And when I did test this on my test project, it ran perfectly fine. The issue became the game wasn't built with multiplayer in mind, and there's a lot to online multiplayer that a lot of people don't realize. Even I didn't realize when I first went into this. So it is something I still really want to do, but it is something I'm kind of putting on the back burner just for now, because I don't think it's what I should be prioritizing with this project. So after I dropped multiplayer for the time being, I continued to work on World 2 as originally intended, and I ended up wrapping it up with some really fun final levels. After a few weeks, I finally reached a point where I could start development on the World 2 boss fight. And when I started, I had no clue what I wanted this boss fight to be. I was actually talking to a couple of friends about it, and one of them said, what if you make it a sandworm? So since I wasn't making devlogs when I made my first boss fight, I didn't get to talk so much about the creation process of that fight. And being completely honest, making that first boss fight was some of the most fun I've had developing any game. So I decided with this boss fight, I really wanted to take it up a notch and make it bigger and better than the last. So the main idea was that I was going to have the worm attack you for 3 phases. There would be one part where he would come in and attack you from the outside, and then he would have a cooldown where you're able to attack him. I first started development by making some sprites for the worm in Procreate, and I started animating them in Unity. For the first phase, he loops through a set of attacks, which can be predicted by these fancy little arrows. And when he reaches his cooldown, you'll be able to enter his mouth through something called magic. Or transform.translate. That too. Basically, by entering the mouth, you are finally able to attack the beast by attacking this orb that's swinging around inside. As long as you defeat the orb before leaving, the next phase will start, but if you do leave before defeating the orb, it will restart and go through the phase again. The second phase adds in a couple new attacks, which come in the form of diagonal positions. These can still be predicted through arrows though, and this time when the worm cools down, the worm is now in a different position, so you have to enter him while he's hanging from the sky. And this actually allowed me to do a completely different area layout that made sense. Another thing that was unintentional with designing this first boss was actually in the second phase, there is a good chance that you will get knocked off and be forced to redo the phase. So that was an unintentional issue, but I mean, honestly, it kind of adds to the gameplay in general. Now, phase 3 does something really cool in my opinion. This time, all the signs appear on screen, but the worm screams, causing all of them to fall. This allows him to attack without any signs being able to predict his movements. There's also a few new attacks in this phase, but I would like to keep those secret for people who are planning to play the finished game after this devlog series is over. I do want to leave some stuff secret for the people who are enjoying the devlogs. I don't want the entire experience ruined by these videos, so that'll be something you guys will get to experience with the final game. Speaking of people who enjoy the devlogs, did you know that only 20% of you are subscribed? If you are enjoying this video, subscribing will let you know when the next video releases. It's free and you can change your mind at any time. Anyways, back to the video. As of right now, World 2 is finished with its core. Same with World 1. I'm planning to go back and polish a few things, but I want to wait to do that polishing work until I have the entire game done. My reasoning for this is honestly, I do think I'm going to have more ideas for how to polish things as I finish up the game. So I'd rather wait to do it then, rather than doing it now for it to possibly be worth nothing. There's actually something I didn't get to go over in my last video, but I wanted to, which is the entire scope of the project. Right now I'm planning for the game to be 4 full worlds with 1 final boss world and 1 secret level. Along with that, I am planning to have a fully original audio design and soundtrack, which is currently non-existent. This is due to my lack of musical skill in general, and this is honestly the most I could do it on my own with music. I have been working with people on audio for this project though, and I'm really excited to show you guys what we've been coming up with. Currently the game is planned to launch before the end of the year, which you can be notified if you just go wishlist on Steam. You know, you can go. So starting immediately after this video comes out, I am starting World 3. Is what I would be saying if I didn't have to delay this video so many times. Actually, World 3 has already begun development. It's actually turning out pretty incredible so far. Hopefully now that I have a head start on the next video already, I'll be able to get it out quicker than having a 1-month break between videos. No promises though. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys this week. I'll see you in the next devlog, gamers.